Hello, I'm Moni. This is my wife, Pamela.
And that's our offspring.
The offspring.
The offspring who's springing off
So
all
Joey,
over the car.
Tell us. I said tell us. How do you spell Jesus? J-E-S-U-S?
I'm going to turn this off.
Anyways.
So we wanted to come to you today and give you some, have a quick little chat about forgiveness and the importance of forgiving somebody that, even forgiving your dog. Yes, we have to actually forgive our dogs. You can actually hold unforgiveness against a dog.
You can hold unforgiveness
Against anything.
against anybody. It's really important to be in total surrenderance.
Surrenderance.
Total forgiveness.
I love you.
Total forgiveness.
When somebody does something wrong or hurts your feelings, you have got to let go of that so much quicker than 30 minutes. You can't wait until somebody comes and apologizes to you. You have to let it go right away. Because honest to God, their behavior probably doesn't have anything to do with you. And if it does have anything to do with you, it still doesn't matter. You have to let the things that people do go, like right away. You have got to say, even if you don't say it to them, you've got to go straight to God and say, God, I forgive them, even if it's something that hurts you really bad. Just forgive them in faith. Forgive them, I forgive them, Lord, help me. Even though I'm having trouble with it, help me to not have trouble with it. I let it go. And as you forgive, just in obedience, forgive. It'll grow into actual forgiveness, and then you may even forget what it was that they did.
Exactly, and it's really important not to do it really quickly, or else if time goes by, it builds up like bitterness and resentment and bad feelings, and especially if a lot of time go by, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, it just becomes worse and worse. So it's really important. If somebody offended you, or somebody said something, or you said something, or whatever the case may be, it's really important.
You have to let it go.
To let it go and go to God, go straight to God and say, God, forgive me, forgive them, Lord, just please take it away. This is not something you want to play around with. You have to be really forgiven.
You have to resign yourself to a lifestyle of forgiveness, because if we, especially for couples, for married couples who are trying to work through issues with one person always hurting the other person's feelings. You've got to get the forgiveness walk straight. You've got to get it worked out, or you're not going to make it. If we used to get our feelings hurt really bad when the other person really didn't mean anything, and that wasn't really to do with the other person. Oftentimes it doesn't have anything to do. In fact, most of the time, it doesn't have anything to do with the other person did. It's a lot of times we respond to what the things that other people do or say. Not everything, but I have found, especially in relationships, we respond based on our past, based on past experiences, old wounds. It's like it touches that old bruise, and you're like, ow, and you're like, you hurt me. When really they were just doing something or said something that reminded you of something. And you cannot expect every person in your life to cater to every bruise you have, on the inside. I mean, in an ideal world, yes, people would, be sensitive, but you cannot expect the world to cater to all of your issues. It's really best to just forgive people, to let things go, and to go to God and have Him guide you and help you towards your path of healing, so that you can actually be healed and be freed, so that you're not always having your feelings hurt. Because my husband and I, we've been through some stuff in our lives where people have hurt us. So we went through this period of time where we were just constantly feeling hurt by the other person, and we came to the conclusion one day that my problem was not him and his problem was not me.
It's mainly a revelation that you receive from God, knowing that the problems is not your spouse, and
your problem sometimes is how you're responding to, how you're dealing with the chaos that you've had in your life in the past.
And like she was mentioning, it's the things of the past. You just gotta you gotta let go of the things of the past.
Forgiving those who have hurt you in your past, so that you can forgive the people who supposedly have hurt you in the present.
Exactly.
Or you can't move forward, and you'll be constantly in a place of, why are people so mean to me? Why are people so hurtful to me? I love people so much. Why aren't they being nice to me? Well, it may not be as bad as you think. It may not be as bad as you think. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't real.
That's not as bad as you think.
It's never as bad as you think.
God is big. God is always there. It's about obedience to Him. It's about how quickly you move and confess and ask God to help you. Ask Him.
If you say that you have forgiven someone, but every single time you get around them, you feel like responding to them kind of short, or you just feel bad feelings on the inside, that means you've got something inside that you're still holding.
That means you didn't really forgive.
You maybe did the lip service, like, I forgive them, and I let them go, but on the inside you're still holding unforgiveness or bitterness. And that's something you've got to allow God to deal with, but you've got to go to God for that. That is not a wound that the other person can heal. That people cannot heal your wounds. It's not possible. Yeah, it's just not possible. When you have something, if you've been hurt that deeply, that's only something that God can fix. So you have to work with God on that. And sometimes He will send people your way to help you work through that. But it's only God that removes those old wounds, so that you don't feel that way towards people, or not just that person that has hurt you, but people hurt people. People hurt people. But
especially the hurt.
That's why you got to learn to deal with it.
The hurt people. People that are hurting are most likely going to hurt others. Not because they want to hurt others.
That's a common saying.
Just because they're hurt.
Yeah, hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt other people. Heal people, heal other people.
You've got to get yourself to the place where you're not hurt.
Exactly.
By
the only place to get
you gotta just understand that's the way people can be. Especially if you're going to be going into ministry, you have to get how you deal with people straight.
Exactly.
Because ministry is not just the work of the Lord; it's the work of the Lord with people. It's always going to involve people, and if you don't get your interactions and feelings with people straight, then you will have problems with your ministry. And God won't be able to do everything that He could do, because He doesn't. He wants you to reach out and help people, not have problems with people. You know what I mean? So, anything else you'd like to add before we
just
send off?
Have forgiveness in your heart at all times.
And be willing to pass it out to anyone for any reason, and do it quickly. I don't mean wait 5 minutes. I mean, like, just let things go before it has a chance to grow into something.
Exactly.
That seed of unforgiveness needs to be brushed off before it gets buried.
That's right.
Like, oh, I don't want that. I forgive them, and just
quickly.
quickly.
All right.
Right?
Pamela, Noni,
And the kid.
and the kid.
Bye! Have faith out there.
Give me all your love.